Hi, it's me, Elizabeth, popping in with notes for your first party. Okay, so number one thing to focus on is getting bookings on your calendar. That's how we're gonna continue on in this business, right? When you have bookings on your calendar, you have a business. When your calendar runs dry, then you're starting over again. So you want to learn to book parties from parties. So make sure that you have some type of little host gift to send home with your next hostesses. When people pick a day from your calendar, have something to send with them. I do little tiny gift bags from the dollar store, and I have little cloths that stick out the top, and I have a roll of hostess information in the middle. And I wish I would have had one handy. Maybe I do. Hold on. Okay, like this. Now this is extra fancy, and I was not doing this at my first parties. Okay, not for a while actually. But I have a little baby size body cloth, I have a little travel size enviro cloth, and a little 1/9 piece of a window cloth. Okay, now you don't have to do it that fancy. And when I was new, I oftentimes did cut enviro cloths into 4 pieces, cut my window cloths into 9 pieces, and I would send people home with a little sample of an enviro cloth and window cloth. Once you get rolling and get shopping sprees going and get some host rewards in the bank, then you can do that. It's easy also to cut a body cloth into 4 pieces and share that product that way. Give people a choice. Would they like to try the enviro cloth and window cloth or a body cloth? But just let people know you have little gifts for your upcoming hostesses, because we're booking parties. Sales are gonna come no matter what. Trust me, every person on the planet cleans, so you don't have to worry about sales. We have a game called the Dice Game. Check the team training site for that, clothandwatertraining.com. Poke around until you find the Dice Game. The Dice Game will keep your calendar full of bookings literally forever. I had to stop playing it personally because I was like booking myself like 3 and 4 nights a week, like 3 and 4 months out, and it was just too much. So I stopped playing it. I can book parties pretty organically at parties, but when you are new, I mean, I probably played it for the first 4 years I was a consultant, consistently, and it did fill my calendar. Okay, I need you to make sure that you play the 3-minute game. If you've seen me do an in-home party, you've seen me play this game, okay? The 3-minute game is, you set a 3-minute timer, you tell people they cannot ask you product questions, you're drawing for tickets, and they can ask you any question they can think of about your job as a consultant. Now, a lot of people like to not play this in their first party because they're like, I don't know any of the answers. That's great. It gets you ready for the questions that people are going to ask, though, because if it's like how many times do you have to do a party before you play it? You know, you don't want to do it for your first time in front of a group of like mostly strangers. If one of your friends books a party, you want to tell people like, hey, guys, I might not know all the answers, but I'm trying to get this party demo down, so I'm going to practice it just as it is. And you want to have a game because you want to have prizes, so you're giving people a ticket, and you do need a roll of tickets for this in theory, but a lot of times I pack my bag and I totally forget my roll of tickets. Happens to me all the time, and then I have to like quickly write people's names down on paper and then tear it up as they ask questions and put it like in a bucket or something. Okay. Anyway, the 3-minute game is important to play because it also lets you know who in the room is wondering about your job. People are wondering, okay? Okay, here's the deal. Like I said, you're probably going to be nervous playing the 3-minute game for the first time. Tell people every part of it. You're probably being nervous the whole thing. Tell people, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so nervous. When you do that, you make it fun for them. They know it's an experiment. They know it's fun. You're letting them in on the secret, and they love that. Your friends want to have a couple laughs at your expense, and you should let them, because the number one reason that people are going to book parties is because they had fun. Okay, the number 2 reason people book parties is to help a friend. So you've got to let people know, guys, it would help me so much if when I'm checking you out tonight, oh shoot, I just realized another note I have to make. When I'm checking you out tonight, if you would book a party with me, like that would mean the world to me. It would really help me get this business going. Make sure you address the room and say that. Because they'll book a party to help a friend. That's the number 2 reason. The 3rd reason people book parties is for the free stuff. So definitely have the host rewards printed out. Let people know that the host rewards are amazing. I always talk about the host rewards when I do the mop. I always say there's 3 ways to earn a mop. You can buy it. It's worth every penny. You can host a party. Most of my hosts get their mop for free, or you can join my team. I got my mop for free when I joined, right? Let's see. Oh, print out the sales too. The sales poster for the month. definitely make sure you have that on hand and let people know when you spend X, you can get Y, or, you know, whatever our sales are with the spend and get sales. And then when you're checking people out, make sure you're offering the sales if they've spent enough, because they'll forget. Y binder. Guys, the sooner you start doing this, the better. I shadowed a new teammate recently and she just did a killer job with her Y binder, and everybody in the room booked a party. Everybody. So you guys, you've got to do the Y binder. It doesn't have to be your first party. I didn't have one at my first party, but don't skip this part. And your why doesn't have to be, it can be whatever your why is. This particular teammate I shadowed the other day, she and her husband are firefighters, and they're exposed to so many chemicals at work that they want to have a chemical-free home. And people were just like, yeah, wow. I mean, people were so moved by it. So make sure you're sharing like what's inside of you with people. It really, like, you become like, they're like, oh, this is maybe my person. Like, people really identify with that. Make sure when you're ready for checkout that you have your catalogs. I always stuff an order form in the packages page of my catalogs where the Safe Haven 5, the Safe Haven 5 Plus are. And at the end, you're going to say to everybody, okay, everybody, here's your catalogs. Go ahead and open them to where you see the order form at the back of the catalog. That's where our packages are. This is where you're going to get your best bang for your buck, especially if you're new to Norwex, okay? And then I say our Safe Haven 5 that I demoed is at the top left. Below it is our Safe Haven Plus. That's my favorite package. And on the right-hand page is our Just Add Water package if you're really ready to transform your home. That's how I sort of give that piece. And make sure when you're demoing, Safe Haven 5, EnviroCloth, window cloth, dust mitt, cleaning paste, detergent, okay? That's the order of my demo. Then I talk about the mop. Then I break for the 3-minute game. After that, I do my Y binder, and then here's where you can insert one and one only favorite product. And for me, I always give away a body cloth or a baby size body cloth to anybody who will take off their makeup. If you don't have extras to give away, this is where you take off your own makeup and just wow everybody, okay? And that way, if you have, like, let's say you just literally cut one body cloth into 4 pieces and that's what you have for host gifts, you can go like, okay, everybody, anybody who hosts the party with me is going to go home with a sample of the body cloth tonight so you can take your makeup off. Done. People want it. People want it. Let's see. Oh, and you know, simple prizes. If you're like, I don't know what to give for prizes. First of all, give things that are your favorites. If you have favorites that you just have to talk about, if you're just like, but I just can't not talk about blank, like the Sperry sponge, for instance. That's something I give away at every party because it's something that I love. So I give it out as a sample because I know when somebody uses it, they're going to be a customer for life. You want to know a really cheap prize in the beginning though? Give away a couple scoops of detergent. Done. Crack sacks. Sure, you look like a dealer, but your friends get a few loads of laundry detergent. Everybody loves that. So you can use, the prizes are simple. Don't make it hard. And the last thing is checkout. Let people know. This is going to be especially awkward when you're with your own friends, but let people know that you're going to practice checking them out one at a time in the next room. And I make it very clear at checkout, guys, I want to check everybody out one person at a time. Okay. I talked at you guys for a really long time tonight. I would like to give every person a chance to speak to me one-on-one. I'm just going to go in the next room. If anybody's in a hurry to leave, or you're like want to get to bed early, and maybe even if you haven't quite decided what you're getting at, I'm a pretty good personal shopper. I kind of have got, pretty decent knowledge of the product line. Come in and start with me. And then guys, don't line up in a queue. Like, just talk and have a nice time until I'm done with each person so that I can have a little bit of one-on-one time with everybody and give each person the service that they deserve. Okay. That's when you're going to have your calendar out and ready. You're going to have your party days highlighted. You do not party on days that work for other people. You highlight the days that work for you. You find some common ground with people and you offer them your next party dates. And that is how it's everything I would want you to know going into your first party. I hope it's helpful. If you have questions, let me know. Bye.